his remarks. Please give an applause for Mr. ANIES BASWEDAN.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable founder and chair of the Cheng Ho Multicultural Education Trust, Mr. Tan Sri Lee Kim Yu, the Honorable Special Envoy of the President of the Republic of Indonesia for Interfaith and Intercivilization Dialogue and Cooperations, Professor Dr. Muhammad Din Samsudin, the Honorable and all participants of the 7th World Peace Forum from 43 countries, and the officials of the Jakarta government. Allow me, first of all, to welcome you to the City Hall of Jakarta. It is indeed a great honor for me to host this closing dinner. I told Pak Din that a few years ago I had the privilege to participate in this forum. A few years back when I was still University President. And in fact, I'm so happy to meet a few friends who are here, Pak Bob, Pak Mike, Pak Nakamura, Pak Nakamura was there. And it's great that now we're able to meet again. But when Pak Din called me a few days ago, last week, about this event, when Pak Din called and asked that simple questions, Mas Anies, can you host a dinner, a farewell dinner for the dialogue? For me, that was not a question. That was an instruction. Because I look at Pak Din as my senior, as my mentor. I was still a university student when he was the leader of Pemuda Muhammadiyah back then. And I was the chairman of Student Senate in Gajah Mada University. And then he was still the chairman of Pemuda Muhammadiyah back then. So we knew each other more than 25 years by now. Time has gone quite fast. And now we're so happy that the meeting is taking place again in Jakarta. And I had the privilege to host this closing dinner. Dear friends, participants of this important conference, when we had that conversations, Pak Din invited me to share some thought as a closing for this conference. I wish I had the time, opportunity to actually participate during this conference. But unfortunately, the conference took place just about the Asian Games. And we're the host of Asian Games. And you know, you can imagine how packed that is. But I think God has worked in a mysterious way. It has arranged somehow that 16th evening is packed. There is no program on the 16th evening.
And now, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to kindly invite the Governor of Jakarta Capital City Government to deliver his speech to Mr. Basuki Cahayapurnama. The floor is yours.
Deputy Governor. Deputy Governor is not a Vice Governor. Maybe I could have to explain a little bit about what difference Vice Governor and Deputy Governor. Jakarta is a capital city. That's why we have one governor, one Vice Governor, and 4 Deputy Governor. What's different, Vice Governor and Deputy Governor? Deputy Governor, they are a bureaucrat, not a politician. We appoint them, use a fit and proper test. But Vice Governor and Governor is the one packed when we join the election. But Tanto, he is a professor from University of Indonesia. We have 2 professors as a Deputy Governor. Most of them is a doctor, PhD. And Bu Tuti. Bu Tuti is a planning board. Regional and Development Planning Board. Excuse me, I really don't remember too many names in this bureaucracy, city administration. Juga yang terhormat Pak Hari, dari MP Sekuritas, Dirut MRT, Jakpro, dan direksi, and all the delegates. Selamat sore, selamat siang. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, I will say thank you for visiting us. I think after this, our CEO will have a presentation about what opportunity project we could offer to all of investors. But what I want to tell you is, what's our vision to develop this city? Our vision is a human. That's why we use a human as a target, our vision. I like to make it simple to say how to make full brain, stomach, and wallet. That's our vision. How to measure our vision? Our vision could be measured using a human development index. That's why every year our human development index score keep be number one in Indonesia. This year our human development index becomes 78.99. If the average in the world, you have to above 80. Now our target is to reach this goal, to reach this human development index above 80. Now, about the project, Jakarta is really left behind if you compare to the Asian city, like Singapore or Kuala Lumpur. You don't talk to the Asian city. We're really very poor in adapting. We don't have adapting for cable, for the gas, electricity, and our pedestrian is still very poor, worse performance.